Unity socking runtime fee? Is it going to be an indie dev's nightmare, or is it going to turn out to be a wonderful profit opportunity for Unity and its shareholders? Hey there, fellow gamers and developers, get ready for some jaw-dropping news that's going to rock the gaming world. Unity, the powerhouse behind some of your favorite games, has just dropped a bombshell, a runtime fee that's causing chaos in the gaming universe. So the Unity engine, the game engine that we all know and love, has recently announced plans to start charging developers for every game installed beginning on January the 1st, 2024. So it's not about charging the developers for every game they sell and attempting to get a cut from their sale or their revenue, but instead it's going to charge developers for every install. So that includes free games and paid games as well. And if you pay for a game once, you can always install it again and again, and that could cost developers quite a bit of money. This move has sparked an uproar, especially among indie game developers, because they fear the financial burden it could bring them. Like, imagine you're doing well and suddenly Unity slaps this fee on you, and now you owe something like $23,000 to them, and now you're in. Forget making profit, forget breaking even, or forget even getting into a loss. There's a chance that you would fall in a debt. So hold on, but this news even gets juicier. 16 studios, including big names like Azure Games and Voodoo, are taking a stand. They decided to cut ties with Unity ads and IronSource SDKs in their games until Unity reconsiders its new policy. What's more, that they have penned an open letter inviting other developers to join their protest. So you can see the letter right here, and they're inviting other developer and studios to join them in this protest in order to somehow convince Unity to overturn their decision. So Unity, in response to the outage, attempted to clarify their policy. They stated that certain scenarios like reinstalls on the same device and game demos would be exempt from the fees. We'll just have to wait and see. As an indie game developer myself, I can't help to emphasize how Unity Runtime Fee could spell disaster for developers like us. Like, imagine making a little bit, barely anything, and then boom, that barely anything Unity takes away, and then you're left with nothing. Potentially you're now in debt and you owe something to Unity, and that would suck. And this could actually push away a bunch of developers away, because developing a game becomes like a gamble and not a sort of a passion project that you can do, or a hobby project you can do, because that hobby project is potentially gonna put you in debt. Now, it does depend on how you make it. For example, you could just simply not use Unity and be exempt from this fee. And that's actually one possible solution to this. If Unity does not do anything to circumvent this issue, you could try to circumvent this issue by simply using another engine. Just switch to something that's more open source, like Godot, or something that has not so outrageous pricing fees like Unreal. However, Unreal is still not an open source engine, I think. And for example, for many of us, the fees mentioned by Unity for a game that has achieved about 300,000 installs in a month, about $23,500. So imagine you make $1 out of every game sale you make. So you're selling a game for $1 and you're making $1 out of every game sale, but you don't actually receive $1, do you? Google takes 30% cut, Apple takes 30% cut, Steam takes 30% cut, and most of the marketplace take up to 30% cut from every sale you do. And then when you receive that 70 cents, if you're earning from US and you're living in a if you're living in a place where there's no tax treaty with the US, the US levies another 30% tax on that 70 cents, and then you're left with about 40 cents, not to be precise, but approximately about 40 to 45 cents. And then Unity takes a cut from that now, and they're saying that they're charging once about 20 cents. If the player buys the game for the first time, you would make only 20 cents if you sell the game for $1. That's how bad this situation really is. But the worrying thing is that user can actually install the same game on another device from the same account, or even in the same if that user decides to delete the game and then install it again, boom, you're charged 20 cents again, and now you earn 0, you earn nothing. And if that person installs the game again, oh man, now you're in minus 20 cents. Your earning is minus 20 cents. You owe something to Unity. Imagine making a game finally. Like, making a game isn't easy, okay? And they're trying to get a cut from this. How this even works out. So we could actually compare this to another situation. Imagine if you bought a car and the car manufacturer is charging you for every mile driven on the car. Oh man, like, you need to pay for the gas or the electricity costs and the maintenance fee, and you also need to pay for every mile driven to the car manufacturer. Like, you don't even own the car. What? And this gaming industry is also facing a similar seismic shift with Unity's decision, and this could not only affect developers but also the. So to wrap things up, Unity new runtime fee has sent shockwave throughout the gaming world. It's not just a problem for developers, but it could potentially impact the whole entire industry and change the way that we see developers, and how developers view game dev as a whole. This could damage indie developers more, or this could even, because look, bigger game companies can always get away with this because they always use their own game engine, proprietary game engines. If you look at Rockstar Games, they have their own game engine, the Rage game engine. And if you look at Epic Games, their Fortnite, their Unreal Tournament, they're all built on Unreal Engine, and they own the engine. So please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts. I'm thinking about quitting Unity, but so far Unity is fine for me, really, because I just make games as a hobby, not really as a profession. So yeah. But if this hobby starts to cost me something, then I think I'll have to start searching for alternatives. I just can't keep using this technology.